Welcome to another episode of Painting with the... Did I say painting?
Painting.
Oh my gosh. Cooking with the Painted Ladies. This is another recipe that has been in the family for a long time. And I've been making this ever since the boys were babies. So everybody loves it. And so everybody always asks me, Mom, when are you going to make peach cobbler? Mom, can you make peach cobblers? And you can also tell from our little recipe sheet there that it's been around almost where I can't read it. So first thing we do is we add, my recipe on my sheet says 1/4 cup, but I use almost 1/2 cup of butter melted. And so we just pour that to the bottom of our pan and spread it out a little bit so it's all over the bottom. And then I'm going to move this aside. 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of sugar. Make sure we get all that in there. We like that the spices in with the peaches is delicious. If you all know peach cobbler, you know you need that nutmeg and cinnamon for sure. So now I have all my dry ingredients. Just give that a little mix around. My milk, which is 2/3 cup of milk. And then I will zest a lemon, not the whole thing, but just get some lemon zest in there. And when you zest a lemon, you're only taking off like the waxy part. You don't want to go deep into the white because it is very bitter. And now I'm just going to stir these all together. So you can see this batter is pretty runny, and you want it to be. You don't want it thick. I can already smell the cinnamon nutmeg. It's delicious. And all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a spatula and I'm just going to like drizzle this in over the butter. So I'm gonna go back and forth so you're getting that butter up in that batter. So you see how the butter just kind of got pushed up into different parts. That is going to make the edges of this really crispy when it bakes. So that's delicious. I get my peaches in the heavy syrup. So now you just come around and you just lay all your peaches in on top of your batter. And I like to get them like really close to each other because this batter is going to bake up, and then when it gets all fluffy, you want as much peaches as you possibly can. You don't want to have a piece of cobbler and you not have any peaches in it. That's no good. So right now peaches are in season, which is awesome. You don't want to use the fresh peaches. Unless you can peaches yourself, then that is completely freaking awesome that you do that. And then you probably already know how to make peach cobbler. Now you can see I have all my peaches laid in there and it's raised that batter up a little bit. Next step is awesome. So take that peach juice, and I would probably do about, if you're having to use the small cans, just use 2 cans of the syrup. Just by looking at this, I might not even use 2 cans because I can see that the whole entire cobbler is covered in the peach juice. That batter is all buried in the juice and the butter and the peaches. So now we put it in the oven at 350 for 40 minutes. And you can even leave it a little longer if you want the edges to be a little crispier, but 40 minutes is the lowest amount of time you want to put it in there for.